Good morning. We have a nice, simple, very efficient strength workout for you today, but we're going to start with our warm-up. All right, so let's just start out with some bodyweight squats. Right? You can go with weight if you want to. So let's hit 10 nice, controlled bodyweight squats. Use your breathing. Right? Sit back as deep as you can. Keep that chest up. Hope you're having a wonderful morning so far. It's going to be a good one today. Get your strength on before you start your day. From your squats, sit back on your last one, nice and deep. Keep that chest up. Push those knees out. You can grab those feet if you want, or hands on the floor. And then straighten the legs out, stretch here. Drop back into that squat. Couple good breaths. Straighten those legs out and stretch. Now walk your hands out. Hey, let's do some push-ups. We haven't done those in a while, right? So let's hit some slow, controlled push-ups. Right, between 5 to 10, whatever you feel like is going to work for you. I'm just going to do 5, I think. Let's walk those hands back into the feet, or the feet into the hands, however you want to do it. Let's roll it up. Let's do some reverse lunges here. So let's hit just 5 reverse lunges. Throw a little twist in there on each side, 5 on each side. A little twist. Loosen up that spine a little bit. Move that spine. We're going to be doing different types of lunges and split squats today. So we're going to get ready for that. All right. After those, you can grab your weight, or you can do your body weight rows if you want. One arm rows, body weight rows. Either 10 rows. I'm going to go 5 each side. Single arm, kettlebell rows, or a dumbbell works. You can even use bands if you have them. Right, Milk Man was showing you guys those different band options. So if you have bands, those work too. After your rows, let's hit some jumping jacks. Kind of moving around a little bit here, or you can run in place, whatever works for you. Or a combination of both. Do some of these, whatever, man, old school. Back in the Jack LaLanne days, in the 90s. Let's hit some bicycles. You can go mountain climbers. Nice, slow, controlled. Add some rotation to that if you want. Between 10 to 15 is good. Good. And after you're done with those, we'll bring it up for just one quick round. Finish up our warm-up. Right, let's go back to our squats again. I'm going to add a little weight this time on my squats. You don't have to. You can stick with body weight. Let's just bang out 8 squats with some weight or without. I don't know. Is that 8? Good. Lower the bell down or your hands. Straighten the legs out. Squat back down if you want. You can curl this back up and push those elbows in. Right? Get a good stretch there, lower it back down. Stretch here. Good. Now you have a choice. If you want, you can clean the bell up and do some overhead presses, right? Or you can just do your push-ups if you want. We're going to do 4 on each side with a little rotation. You guys should try that. Instead of being so stiff, try add a little rotation to your overhead press. Right? Move more like a human being, not a robot. Trying to unrobot people. All right, from here, let's go back to our reverse lunges again. Pick whatever variation you want. All right, so you can add a little weight if you want to. Let's just hit 4 of those on each side. You can use the sliders if you want. Paper plates on the carpet. Frisbees. Good. After your lunges, let's hit our rows one more time. Let's hit 4 each side. Or you can do bodyweight rows, right? You can do your 8 or even alternate arm bodyweight rows or single arm bodyweight rows. Back nice and flat. Good. Let's finish up with our jacks. Right, 15 jacks. Then you have your choice of bicycles, or you could do mountain climbers. Digging these things. Just start feeling nice and warmed up and awake now. Here we go. Let's go over the workout. To the board. All right, nice and simple today. Simple works great. It's the best, actually. So we're going to go with 30-second intervals. We're going to go single-sided movements, right? So we're going to start with a split squat. Bunch of different choices there, right? So we're going to go 30 seconds on one side. We'll rest for 15 seconds. So you get set up for your other side. Rest for 15 seconds and move on to our row option. You can either do your weighted option, if you have a band, your banded option, or you could do your bodyweight option if you have the straps or the rings. So that's 15 seconds on each side. 30 seconds each side with a 15-second rest here. Right, move on to our press options. So many different ones. Standing, kneeling, seated. You can always do that push-up variation too. Right, that single arm push-up variation that we've been doing. That works well too. Move on to our lower back movements, Superman, our dogs. Hip bridges for the glutes, right? Some good stuff for your back and your glutes. And then abs at the end. Right here, we'll take our little rest, and then we'll bust it out again. We're gonna do 5 rounds total. All right, let's go. Let's do it. Whew. Woo. Ah! Hope you guys are fired up like me. Everybody's so serious, man. Sir, it's gotta stop. Stop. Stop the seriousness. Let's go split squats first. Here we go. Body weight. Use weight if you want. I'm gonna grab the dumbbell because I'm crazy. We're gonna use some sliders too. Oh, I'm enjoying the sliding lunges and things. Right? Feels away all day. Setting those bows. Add that little twist to there if you want. Feeling that nice little stretch in the left hip here. 5 seconds. Right? Try to do the same amount of reps. I have no idea how many reps I just did, but you guys should be taking paying attention.
Do as I say.
That's right. So here we go. 5 seconds. Gonna hit the other side. Remember, you could change your angles on that back foot, right? Different angles if you want. You can even set up the block or books and back and do those air lunges, or some people call them shrimp squats. 10 seconds. Take your time, right, on the movements. 4. All right, good. We're going to move on to our row option, either weights or body weight. I'm going to start with the dumbbell row. I'm at the dumbbell theme today. Here we go. Nice, slow, controlled. Pull to that hip. Full extension of that elbow. Use your lat muscle. I know we keep talking about that, right? So pull from here, not from here. You know what I'm saying? Think about contracting that muscle as you're pulling the weight. 5 seconds. Use your breathing. Good. Shake it out a little bit. Gives us a chance to kind of reset ourselves here, that 15-second recovery. It's good. Just enough time, I think. I know you guys get antsy standing around waiting, but get over it. There we go. Full extension of that elbow. Good stretch. Pull with the lat. Don't be afraid to breathe, right? 5 seconds. All right, good. Shake that out a little bit. Moving on to our press option, right? Like Alicia's setting up the push-up stuff. Remember, you can do an overhead press. I'm going to go kneeling overhead press right now, just because I like those. With a dumbbell. Think about, if you're doing these, right, think about squeezing that glute. I have my right knee down. Keep that glute tight on that right side. Gives you a nice hip stretch at the same time. It's like a little bit of a bonus. A little bonus hip stretch, never a bad thing. 3, 2, 1. All right, good. Switching sides. Good. Move around, stretch a little bit. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And if the kneeling hip stretch, right, to be using lighter weight probably, or if you have a weight that is getting light for you, this is a good option. I know a lot of people are adapting to the weights that they have. You can also do them seated. I'll show you guys that too, the next round. 3, 2, good. There we go. Now we're getting in the groove. Right, so now you have your lower back options, Supermans, bird dogs, do some hip bridge options, right? There's always that, I'm going to go with just body weight hip bridge for now, first one. It's like Alicia's going to do some marching on she's got a foam roller. Give herself a little more challenge on the hammies. That's a nice option right there. Rides like the bird dogs. It's controlled. You can always add weight to your hip bridge too. So you guys know that. Good. Pick your ab option, right? Alicia's got some bands. I'm going to do those kettlebell pull throughs from this. Crawling plank position. Nice controlled bicycle, right? Dead bug option with the bands. breather here, you guys. Set up for round 2. If you have another weight that you want to grab, right? Think about what your options are going to be for your next round. Just kind of reset yourself. Peel off a layer here. Do a little dance. Feel it. All right. Feel it. I like that. Like helium.
Yeah, this is a
Helium song. Hearing a lot of that. All right, I think we're ready to go. Start with our split squat options. 10 seconds. The dumbbell situation. I'm digging that. I'm going to go just regular lunges without the sliders this time. Just try that. Ryan's got the rack positioned. Look, we're all holding our weights in different spots. How about that? And you could always do overhead holds if you wanted to. Make it a little more challenging. Pretty challenging. So many different ways of holding the weight. Good. Shake it out. Get ready for the next side. You guys, also, like, if you want to see, like we were saying earlier, if you want to see any particular workouts put into the rotation, make sure to shoot us a comment about that. All right. We're here to please you guys, of course, as always. 10 seconds. Oh, yeah. Gotta love the spinal rotation. All right. Moving on to our rows. Rowing. We'll do that push-pull thing. Trying to dig that. Incorporate a little more of the body, right? Using my right arm now. Kind of driving that weight down into the floor. Any opportunity you have to use more muscle groups in an exercise. 5 seconds. 2. All right, good. Switch it up. Go to the other side here. Quick shake. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. We are back on it. Use your breathing. Use your lat. Right, think about pulling with that lat and then bring that weight in. 10 seconds. 3. All right. We got presses, so we're back to our presses. Push up, presses, press options. I'm going to set up the seated strata press. Pretty challenging. And this little stretch going at the same time. He's just got some really nice push-ups over there. Ryan's going old school military press. We got 10 seconds. Really removing the leverage from the legs here. Here we go. Get ready. 3. Set. Oh, yeah. way. Take your time, right? If you get stuck, you could always squeeze that opposite hand, right? The object here is trying to do a strict press. And if the weight starts to get heavy for you, you can always use that little dip. Right? And back to our lower back situation here. I'm going to add a little weight to my hip bridge. Feels like the right thing to do. At least you still got those cool marches on that foam roller. Trying to stick to his bird dog. Keep it simple, right? Breathe. All right, good. Around to the abs. Abs. Sliding. My favorite. Oh, knees to chest. A little rock back. 4 seconds. Remember, you guys can always, for ab options, crawling is always an option too. Right? You never crawl too much. That's for sure. All right, little breather here. 2 down. Right? 2? Yeah, down. 2 away. 2 down. 2 away. 2 in the bank. 3 to go. I don't know. I was about to tell you guys something, but I forgot what I was going to say. But it'll come back to me.
Jamming.
It'll come back.
3 more rounds to figure
The
it out.
song has fired me up.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't even hear the song anymore. It's a good thing.
Yes.
All right, get ready. Get ready. Here we go.
It's all right.
Let's get our stuff together. I like this reset the clock. I don't know why. It's not necessary, but. All right, split squat stuff. Let's do this. I'm going to try these. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Air lunges. Ooh. Don't need weight for these. I do it anyway. I usually set up a yoga block back there, but I didn't this time. 5 seconds. Shake it, shake it. This side's gonna be interesting. Here we go. 2. That's not bad. Should always work our balance. Always work your balance. 5 seconds. All right. We're on to our pulling, our rowing. Right? Rowing, pulling. Again, you can always use fans if you have them. Right? That's kind of a weird setup, but we've got like a single arm band row. Works. Right. Just something different. You even have to stagger your feet. You can. Put your feet however you want. Right. You want to set them up. Set up some go feet. You can. Ten seconds, then we're on the other side. Three, 2, accommodating resistance. It's not so accommodating now. It gets harder as you go. Goes away. Keep that last one in right there. All right, we're on to our presses. Presses. I'm going to go back, back, overhead. Up. Staggered push-up. Remember, you guys, keep the form nice and smooth. If you feel like you're struggling, you may just have to adjust your positioning a little bit. Don't try fighting through, right? Don't try to fight through fatigue. That never ends up well. Usually what happens is you hurt yourself. It's not what we're about. Right? Just because you want to try to do a difficult option doesn't mean that it's good for you. Stick to the simple stuff. The simple stuff may not be super sexy, but it works. Believe me. Back to hip bridge stuff. I'm gonna go a little more weight on my hip bridge. Oh yeah. You're a rebel.
I messed up.
That in that order. You're a rebel. Defiant. Doesn't make you a bad person.
Terrible.
Work in progress. I'm just going to do what you were doing, Ryan. There you go. You've inspired me. Oh, look. You were doing what I was doing. Right, when you slow your mountain climbers down, you feel it in your abs more. Oh,
Golden corner.
that's right. I am bowing and cornering.
I saw that.
Technology. Using the technology. 3 down. 3 in the books.
Go to fan club.
Right here.
Go to fan club.
I'm not just a member, I'm a fan.
Look at that.
There's got to be a hand signal for that, right?
Yes.
Yeah. The gang sign? Yeah. This? Seems like everybody has that. Everybody's walking around. It's the pigeon toed club.
They just hold up like the 4th and 5th.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Let's do our 4th round. It's enough talking.
No laughing.
No plan would not be happy.
You can't laugh.
Get set. Here we go. Back to the slide. So yeah. Guys can even do like a little pass under. Did you see that? Right? That was kind of slick. That pass under. That's pretty sexy, actually. It's still simple though. That's a little coordination if you want to incorporate coordination into your movement. Got nothing against that. Here we go. 5 seconds. Jeannie, I know you probably don't have a light up kettlebell to do bottoms up presses, I'm sorry. If we're quarantined for another couple weeks or whatever, we'll get you one. We got plenty of lighter kettlebells laying around if anybody needs them, or even some heavier ones too. All right, good. Whew. All right, back to our rows again. We're rowing. I'm going back to this push-pull. What this all? I've not heard this one before.
Saturday morning, yeah.
Oh, my stomach's out like this morning. Good joke. Get set. We're on. Let's throw some little water droplets in there in between. Effect. Good. Have to save this one. Five seconds. Oh, yes. Presses, right? Presses. Stick to the guns here. I'm going super light on these. This is 25 pounds, which is actually plenty of weight for me right now. Learn to be smart about weight selection. Especially if you're training a lot. Gotta be smart about the movements you choose, the weights you choose. 5 seconds.